Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, it came a little bit early this month, but it is King of Games video. Yup, I did it with the deck that you're actually some of you are seeing in the latest live streamings. I found myself playing on the sofa and decided to go all the way. And yep, no meta staples, just elemental heroes, expandable day, and GEARFRIED. But before jumping right into it guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here of course with Joy Wheeler from the SOD world, but of course you can use either Saul Burner or Joy Wheeler from the Duel Monsters world, and this is the deck list, same deck list as you saw in the live stream, except made for reinforcement of the army. I needed to play this and it actually helped me a lot because this thing can actually search directly a veil, for example, so you do not need to work your combo to get a roll into the graveyard. So this really helps a lot, even if this makes the deck up to 21 cards. The fact that I reached COG in the first half of the month, first 2 weeks, actually 12 days, should make you understand how good is this. Of course, especially thinking we're not playing any meta staple, and this is not a meta deck at all, so imagine this, you can actually play up to 25 cards. Playing just triple Book of Moon will increase dramatically the win rate of this, making it even better. Or just by playing, I don't know, probably the triple Book of Moon is everything you need. You can play another limited 3 slots, but you know, it really works so good. Let's go from the beginning. We need to play 10 fire monsters, of course, triple Immortal Phoenix GEARFRIED, triple Roll-On, that's the Searcher, then 2 Veils, 3 Blazement because it's basically the one that guarantees you the access to Sunrise, that is a booster, a popper, whatever you want to call it. It's all of these together. A Searcher, so it can help, of course. Blazement plus Soul Rico Soldier provides you so many things. Draws, discarding, most of the times discarding a Roland, plus double Sunrise, that equals a pop. It can be material for your expendable day. So really, then this is just crazy. With this skill, this thing just becomes crazy. 3 special summons each turn, and if you do not have a normal summon, you have a couple of this, you can just normal summon one, special summon the second one. Simply insane. This provides an out to anything, because this thing does not target, does not send to the grave, does not destroy, does not banish. So it can't be stopped by Lancia because it does not banish. It can't be stopped by Dingirsu because it does not destroy. Nothing. You can't stop this thing. Of course, I'm talking about the effect when you attack. You can steal anything without targeting. So Leo Dancer can't stop this because this thing really, again, does not target. Insane. Literally. Plus, of course, the effect negation. What are we even talking about? This thing is broken. I just love it. Probably the best way to play heroes again. And yeah, simply I'm so happy I did this. It was just so satisfying. You're gonna see some crazy replays out there, but most important, guys, the match that gave me the King of Games rank up, that was simply insane. Because that was against a strange deck. It was an Orcust hybrid. I'm not gonna tell you anything else. Just see it and tell me what you think about that. It was just crazy. And yep, expendable day, just a jolly. Honestly, even if I had all the limited 3 slots, I don't think I would replace this, as it is so much versatile. Again, you can pop face up, face down, a spell trap card, monsters, face up, face down, anything. So it really is something. Yeah, the cost is tributing. I know, not the best with this thing, but still, the fact that it gives you a draw, it's so much. For the extra deck, 2 Sunrise are perfectly enough. Nova Master 1 is needed. Exceedon, I just used, I think, under 5 times in the whole climb. Cassell, same thing, but they're both needed. If I had to choose one, I would go for Cassell probably. Even if I'm not sure. Maybe Exceedon. No, probably Exceedon because it can actually resolve you stuff when your opponent plays tons of back rows. For the Link stuff, Nightmare Phoenix, so much needed. Linkable needed. This probably never came out, really, so the Unicorn is something you can take out if you don't have it, because I never happened to use it. And that's it. Only tap I have that you could change eventually as maybe playing one more Miracle Fusion. Sometimes just I felt the need to do it, but then if you play another Miracle Fusion, you kinda want another Sunrise. So it's really, you know, because most of the time when you have both Blazeman and Liquid Soldier in hand, what you want to see in your starting end alongside them, it's not a Miracle Fusion, it's a Poly. That's why playing 2 worked so well. But still, sometimes you really want to have another Miracle Fusion just to because if you have that in your hands, you want to be able to have another one, to search another one with Sunrise. So maybe you can just add another Miracle Fusion. That's up to you. But this is actually the decklist that I reached COG with, so that's it. And guys, that's it for the explanation. Of course, if you have some doubts, don't be afraid to drop them in the comment section down below. And let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay, interrupting an 8-win streak, Magician's Magic, and this was my rank up to Legend rank 4. So let's see what we have. It's us to go first. 30 cards Magician's Magic, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? So we got the GEARFRIED to begin with, the Blazeman to search a Poly, we have the Expandable Day, we have the Duel, kind of one of the perfect hands, except for the missing draw with Liquid Soldier, but still we have almost everything here. It's got triple set, so you know what, Expandable Day to pop 1, look at that, it was just Charlie Cannon. Now I kind of understand why this guy got all these wins, because with random cards they're just unpredictable. So I want with Blazeman to grab another Poly just to thin the deck. At this point I'm just attacking, going for the effect of GEARFRIED to steal my own Blazeman in order to have lethal. There was no delay, so I don't know if this guy kind of bricked, but I just wanted to show you my first rank up. The other 2 rank up actually are on the channel in the live streaming, so you can check them out by yourselves. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Interrupting another 8-win streak, ranking up. This is Ursarctic Synchron, and this was so good because look at this. We just have the turn 1 that is not the craziest, because we have the Phoenix, we had the Expandable Day, but we have no monster other than the GEARFRIED to tribute with. So it started with Radiation, then Abound Illuminate the Future to go into with the Synchron Explorer, the Synchron Chase of course, and then it's got the Special Summon of the Unknown Synchron plus Meek Polar effects. You know what? Negate. So now because I knew now that he only had Synchron Explorer right now, so thing is, I can just go with Synchron Explorer, using the effect to summon another tuner. At this point I can just Expandable Day, destroying the non-tuner, and he can't do nothing. So he ended the turn. I just gotta roll on, but I'm fine. I can just go into Rinkuribo with Roland now. Of course, I'm gonna search another boy. I searched for a Veil because I was just afraid, and I want a monster to use Expandable Day with in case he did something, but it did nothing. Blazeman for me, not the best, but actually it could be the best because I just dumped the Liquid Soldier and then Miracle Fusion into Nova Master. I can't go into Sunrise guy right now because placement counts as a water type hero. So the only hero I have is Liquid in the graveyard, and I can only go into Nova Master, and he just scooped after the double draw. I even got the Phoenix Enforcer that actually I couldn't summon because after the effect of placement to dump Soldier in the graveyard, you can't special summon monsters except Fusion Monster. But that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. Let's see what we have. It's him to go first. Fire Formation tanky. So this, of course, is Lunalight. Emerald Bird, Yellow Mutton for looking for the Lunalight Fusion, of course, Martin recycling itself, and then Fusion into Saber Dancer. It's not Leo, that's true, but it's still an untargetable monster to deal with, plus a back row. So we have a pretty good hand, starting with Polymerization into Nova Monster to get that draw out. So double draw, discarding Roland, second summon, Blazeman getting at the poly, but now what we want to do is Phoenix to pop the back row. We were afraid of that, discarding the poly, and he was a Cyclone, but we had to play it the safe way because, you know, we want all the wins we can get. Phoenix, GEARFRIED, Salamander. At this point I can just attack the Martin, steal the Saber Dancer because this effect does not target, and then Roland in the end phase gets me a Viola. We got the expendable there as well. We're chilling. He's got the rabbit to begin with. You know what? Negate, but keeping this guy on the field because from the graveyard this can just give 3k attack to a Lunalight monster, so I negated that. At this point there's nothing you could do. That's how you do, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. Rank up from 4 to 5. We have Pendulum Change Basic. It's him to go first. We have not the best of hands, as unfortunately we do not have poly, but let's see what we draw. It's got Metaphor's Fusion, just a set card, and the Alcahest. Another Liquid, not the best thing. I just set my Roland. I didn't want to have a face-up monster because this dude could just steal it. That's why. Then Gear Town, that was kind of an interesting thing. Then Duskbot. Wait, what is this guy cooking? Double Duskbot. At this point, expandable dates, pop the Alcahest. I don't care if he attacks because I have the Veil chilling here in my hand. There you go. Making the damage equal to 0, plus Roland in the end phase gets me a GEARFRIED, so we're chilling right now. We can just go with Blazeman to get a Polymerization, then I went into Poly, of course, Sunrise hitting the field to get me a Miracle Fusion. We're not done yet. First, we're going to Phoenix to discard the Liquid Soldier, pop the back row, and he scooped. We had another Miracle Fusion, second Sunrise, then Phoenix to hit the field. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here comes the 5th win in a row for the rank up to COG. This was one of the craziest duels I have had. It's him to go first. Look at this. Fluffles plus Orchest, and it worked so well. Look at this. It's got, of course, the perfect hands with the toy vendor, basically discarding the wings, so now he's gonna get so many draws, plus the horror in the graveyard, perfect for him. Look at how many draws he got, plus a search with toy vendor, then horror to summon the nightmare. At this point, returning end, discarding another monster from his hand, the skeleton. So now Galaxy hitting the field, looking for what? The Babel. Oh my cheese. He's got the Babel, he's got the 3 effects to boost his life points because the skills are not nerfed yet. So he's got the Dingirsu out, recycling one of its banished monster, and he's done. It may look like not that much, but still he has this. We have to be careful because he has the skeleton, so we need really to be careful right there. We started with the reinforcement of the army. Look at this, that's why I told you about the poly. Now we can have access to the double draw before normal summoning. That's why you prefer having polymerization instead of miracle fusion in your starting hand. So there you go, polymerization to go into sunrise first thing first. But just have a look at the board I'm achieving right here. So of course double draw, discarding the roll on perfect. We're not done, of course. Salamandra and Phoenix, then we're going for GEARFRIED special summon by banishing the legendary swords, then Salamandra keeping the GEARFRIED, Miracle Fusion into the second sunrise. We're trying to go for little here, my boys. So, but that's why we're not done yet. We summon Blazeman, but we use the second effect. Why? Because with the second effect, we have a water attribute on the field alongside fire and light. So this means 600 points per sunrise given by their boost. Look at this, how big these boys are attacking. We have to steal the Dingirsu, right? Now the problem is that we could pop this with the Babel, but the thing is, you can just chain, right? So I'm just waiting to understand what's the best thing. I went for the target. Actually, I was not waiting. I should have waited probably, but I went for the Babel because actually it's the most dangerous thing. He had to go all the way with this, with the double summon, the Nightmare and the Galatea. Popping that, popping the other one, going for lethal, and rolling the end phase get me this. I didn't negate. I was kinda afraid. Like, I probably wouldn't have lethal anyway. Or maybe I could have had lethal. Probably I could have lethal at this point because I'm seeing 2000. So probably I had lethal right here and I misplayed. I should have negated the effect of Skeleton of Horror to summon from the deck. That was my misplay, right? But still, look at this board. Look how big these guys are. He's got, again, the same combo. Another toy vendor. Only 5 cards left in the deck and he's drawing more. Look at that. Unfortunately, consider return discarded. Babel coming back because he can just recycle itself so easily. And now he's going to go all the way with the full combo again. Warden Wand into another monster, Galatea, Skeleton bringing back another Galatea using the effect of recycling a monster, actually looking for nothing. Then he went Dingirsu. I had to negate Dingirsu, of course, right? So I negated that. Then you can just avoid destruction. So Link 3, the Orchestrator, using the effect, shuffling a couple of stuff back to the deck, sending my boy to the graveyard. Horror's effect, another monster. Link 4, the Orchestrion. Oh my cheese, this is a nightmare. This guy, I was afraid of this guy having lethal because this guy can actually make the attack of the monsters that are linked to it 0. So if makes Blazeman 0 and it gets boosted up by the effect of Nightmare, he can achieve lethal. But guess what? He has no monsters with level 7 or higher in the deck. He only has level 4, so the only boost he gets is 400. Actually, he didn't have lethal anyway. Then he attacked Sunrise because of course even if he attacked the Blazeman, I still would have had the effect of Sunrise to pop, and this guy can't be destroyed by battle card effect, so the only card I can go for is the Babel. He popped one, but guess what? Veil is coming to the rescue, no damage taken at this point. We got Roland's effect to have it in the graveyard. Xyz summon Casal to get rid of the Occasion, and they scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. What a climb this was. I loved every single moment of it. Literally one of my favorite decks currently in Duel Links. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna try this as well with the meta stable to see how much better these can become, if it can improve. Actually, we will see. And nothing, guys. Now we reached it. I'm so happy. And the only thing I'm afraid of is that we're not gonna get speed duel content in terms of new cards until probably, I mean, no new box until the end of the month. You know why? Because I just realized that the selection boxes were the offer for the selection boxes were prolonged till the end of the month. So if the selection boxes are here to stay, yes, before we're gonna get no new box, and that's sad. But still, That's it, guys. Of course, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.